Good morning, everyone. Coming up to Christmas, I this will be my last one for a few days because I'm away for a couple of days, and it's we've got 10 days of rain coming up here in Australia. So if you're somewhere freezing cold in the world, no biggie. We are about to get like 10 days of rain here in Queensland, but it's usually pretty darn hot, and you can jump in the pool anyway. So all good, all good. So I thought I would use some fairy cards this morning and just sort of get some inspiration from something that shows up. So I'm going to choose a couple and then see which one feels right to share with you this morning, because I don't mind. I'm happy to do anything. So there's one, there's two, there's three. Let's have a squeeze. Okay, so the first one is marriage. The fairies bless you with your perfect partner. And the first thing that comes to mind with that one is really we need to own ourselves in our truth, in our light, where we are right now. What is it that you want to marry to your intention over the next 12 months? Is there something that has been too challenging for the past couple of years that if you had started it 2 years ago, that you may be in a better space energetically, financially, emotionally, spiritually now, playing an instrument or writing a book or reading a book or, learning a new skill, learning a language, learning some computer skills, learning something. Is there something that you need to marry together in your world? I mentioned a few weeks ago that I started a mastermind course, and of course then my mum died, so I haven't done anything for months. So I've got to get back into that and get myself up and running online to keep myself legal within the framework here in Australia. The second one is perfect timing. I always love it when perfect timing shows up. This is the right time for you to move forward. When we're stuck, we're stuck. And if you're stuck, how are you going to get to the next spot? If you're miserable in the here and now, if you're sad in the here and now, if you're depressed in the here and now, if you're in pain in the here and now, what steps aren't you taking to move forward out of that? Do we need to be really looking at a change of mind state so that we can go, okay, this is the only time I'm choosing in the here and now to move forward. It's the perfect time. And the last one is debt paid off. Now, of course, there's the old financial debt. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you in your life. And everything we've been sort of hearing about in the last couple of years is about letting go of the current matrix, paying attention to how we're being manipulated to live in this matrix of this world, so that you're not paying attention to the other stuff that's out there. So when we have too much debt, when we buy cars that are too expensive, houses that are too expensive, clothes that we can't afford, we're putting it all on credit card, and then we are working simply to pay off our credit card. Is that the life we really want? It's about paying attention. We have just sold one of our rental properties here in Australia, got rid of a whole chunk of debt. So for us, that's one less debt, and we're planning on, we have a couple of rentals, but we've got like $1 million in debt. So now we've a thirded that down. So we'll get rid of another one next year. And then the idea will be that we can create the future we want. So if this paradigm, if this crazy matrix that we're living in at the moment continues, which it feels like there's no slowing down of this. Here in Australia, we have 151 million circumcisions up our sleeve that we have purchased, and there's only 26 million Australians. So, 151 million divided by 26 million. What are these politicians doing? How long are they expecting these shenanigans to go on for? Very, very interesting. So anyway, that's my chat. Let's see where that takes us with this balance. Okay, see you in a minute. Ho, ho, ho.